Hello, everybody. Welcome to Fruitful Trees. And you're seeing me in front of this tree that doesn't look very fruitful right now. This tree looks dead, but it's not dead. It's dormant. This is a tree. It's called a custard apple, red custard apple to be exact, and it's a San Pablo variety. I have 4 red custard apples in the ground, and they're questionable fruits for me because I love the fruit of the red custard apple. I love it. Probably the best tasting. I made videos about the best tasting food in my yard, and this didn't win because it hasn't fruited yet. But when it fruits, it's amazing. I got these trees at laurafarmsmiami.com. He has 2 particular red ones. One's called San Pablo, which is the most popular one, and one's called Fernandez. Now, these are grafted varieties that I have, but with custard apples, you can get them to be almost true from seed. So a lot of nurseries will plant these from seed. Hopefully they get something close to the original. Every now and then you might not get something good, but you often get something close to the original. But I wanted to get the grafted variety, so I got San Pablo and the Fernandez from laurafarmsmiami.com. And I've made several videos. I'll put links below of me tasting this fruit and how amazing it was. But this time, I have another video with my neighbors tasting this fruit, and I'm going to show you a clip. But I can tell you that any time you plant Annonas, it's a little bit more tricky because sometimes some Annonas are not self-pollinating, or they do much better if you hand pollinate them. So that's one of the tricks, or one of the things people do with the Annonas. Another thing is when you get the fruit, you have to bag them because there's a boar that actually gets into the fruit and make holes in the fruit. And so some areas get it worse than others. So it's a good idea to bag the fruit when you get it. I only have 1 fruit on one of my trees today, and I'll show you. It's the first fruit from my trees. I'll show you here in the video today. But as this is dormant, it's going to start coming alive, and little leaves are going to start coming out here. Now, it's the springtime right now, and at Laura Farms Miami, they have fruit in season right now. This goes dormant in the winter, and then usually in the springtime, it starts getting its leaves again and starts bearing fruit. So we'll see how these trees react. I have 4 trees, and 1 or 2 of them are starting to regrow their leaves, and 1 or 2 of them are not. But as you can see, this tree is a good size, and this tree will grow tremendously big. Now, custard apples, sugar apples, and other Annonas, like there's Rollinia, and there's Ademoyas. All of these have different names in different Latin countries. Often they're the same thing, and often they're different. They're all combinations of one another. Now they have cherolatas and cherimoyas and a bunch of different combinations of these Annonas. Again, they're a little tricky to grow here. I've seen them fruit amazing at some farms, and some farms I've seen them struggle and not do too well. I haven't had the best of success with Annonas on my property. And most Annonas I don't eat because they're just way too much seeds and not enough flesh. So the last Annonas I had was some Ademoyas that I ended up taking out those trees. But I'm giving this one a try. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, one of the trees have 1 fruit on them. But I also have to consider in my goals for planting fruit trees, if I want this tree, because as much as I like the taste, I could definitely use this limited space I have for something that's much more easier to grow and gives much more fruit when they do grow. So that's something for me to consider. But we'll see if I'm able to grow at least a couple before I make that final decision. But these trees from seed, they grow quite quickly. The trees do, at least. I know in sugar apples you can have fruit within 3 years of planting a seed. So I think these are a little bit longer, these red custard apples. I'll show you my other trees. Now I have 2 in this yard and 2 at Mangoland next door. And I've seen trees like this from seed at Al's Fruit Trees that were completely the hugest fruit trees I think I've ever seen. They went so high. So this is another tree. It's a little bit more sunny spot. And this tree here has its leaves growing. So I've planted, one of these died already, but this one, the leaves are growing. So this tree looks very promising. This spot looks very promising. So that's exciting. So I will keep you updated. I will show you a clip now of my other trees, and also my neighbors and I tasting a custard apple. It's right now March. Actually, it's April. April 6, 2025. And Julie and Laura came up to visit from Laura Farms Miami. Brought me and my friends a bunch of red custard apple, San Pablo variety, and we're tasting it. So we'll be doing that in this video as well and looking at the red custard apple today. Do you grow these in your yard? And if you do, put in your comments below how they do and what you think of them. Did you see that butterfly in the background? Here we go. All right, everybody, welcome. This is Fruitful Trees with my fruitful neighbors. This is Ram and Alexis, and we're doing another tasting video. Thanks to Laura Farms Miami for supplying us with San Pablo custard apple. He has on his website Fernandez and San Pablo, and he also has a yellow one, which we'll try here on another day. But this is my personal favorite tasting fruit besides durian. I love all fruit, but this is up there. Now, it all depends on the ripeness, and this one is not as ripe as the other ones. But have you ever had this before, this variety?
I was growing them in the backyard. I had a huge tree, and it was producing tons of fruit like this. I think you've had my fruit before.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, the tree just died.
These grow from the seed very well as well. Have you ever had this one?
I do not remember. Last year was kind of a blur. So many delicious fruit that you made me try.
Well, they're excellent.
Now, a lot of it, so this is like red and whitish on the inside, and depending on the ripeness, will determine the flavor. Alrighty, custard apple.
Wow,
that is delicious. Wow, that is really good.
And tastes like raspberry yogurt.
And it's custard. It really tastes like raspberry custard. It is the right name for it. It's fantastic.
These are true to seed as well, so keep the seeds and plant them.
Ooh, I just didn't do that.
Well, there's more. But they'll come very close.
Yeah, I know. Wow.
This is absolutely delicious.
No.
It is raspberry yogurt. That's what this is.
Let's go. Let's
It's
go.
Custard.
Let's see if she'll like it. Look at that. Even my dog loves it.
Excellent. So there's more. So this one is perfectly ripe. What would you think?
Excellent. I want to get, I want to get growing them again. Yeah, they're really smooth and it's got a nice flavor. It really is. You can't go wrong by getting one of these. And they are heavy producers. And they're pretty precocious. They start early.
The tree grows really big,
Mm-hmm.
and they do better if you hand pollinate them, but you don't have to.
Mine, I never had to hand pollinate once. It was loaded all the time.
It is helpful to bag the fruit. Tell them why.
Yeah, I don't think I did bag some. I did bag them. Yeah, I did. I remember that now because they get so big, the bags wouldn't fit over them. They'd be breaking these nylon bags.
Is this in the sugar apple family?
Yeah, it's called it's known as an Annona.
Thank you.
This is much better than the sugar apple.
I think so.
Much better.
Well, I love sugar apples too, but this is just different. It's a different kind of.
Yes.
Thank you, Julie and Laura, and
Yeah,
everybody. They're in season, depending when you're watching this. They're in season right now, March and April. So get some from his website. Well, let's try this one. This one was in the fridge. A little on the overripe side, but we'll see. Look how big they are.
Yeah.
Look how red that one is. He has two kinds, Fernandez and San Pablo.
So this one might be the Fernandez type.
Now, I don't know how this one's going to taste because of the...
It's a little overripe.
But it's with these, it might even make it better. Who knows? We'll find out.
Wow. This one's better than the other one. Wow.
Cold.
Fantastic. Wow. This one's really got a... This might be a different variety than the other one.
It is. There's a completely different flavor profile.
Wow. This is the one I really like.
It's the same variety. It all depends on the ripeness of the fruit.
Are you sure?
Positive.
This is more of a strawberry taste to it than the.
Wow.
It's all about the ripeness. The other one was just turning ripe, and this one was riper.
Now this is really fantastic. Wow.
Now there are other trees that might be better to have depending on what your goals are, but from a tasting standpoint, this one is right up there.
Oh, it's excellent.
It is absolutely delicious.
Wow. Really a wow.
Oh. This is more than you get out of an entire sugar apple.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
this piece.
Oh, you got to give me another piece of that. That's really something. That's fantastic.
I can't believe this is the same fruit because it tastes completely different.
Yeah, I think this is a different one. This
No,
might be-
no, he picked them from the same tree.
Oh, really? Wow. Amazing. Really amazing. It's just a different ripeness.
It is
incredible.
I like the other one, but this is like, oh my gosh.
No,
We're going tomorrow to get to the.
This one is really fantastic. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
You could live on this.
This is.
It's not it's kind of on the expensive side,
Yeah?
but worth every penny.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that one did not throw that one away. The this is like an absolute perfect breakfast.
Oh, it's
I
fantastic.
mean, you wake up in the morning and you have this for breakfast, and you're,
I forgot how really good they were. This was really out of this world. You know, my tree's been dead for about 5 years, so.
this is better than eggs and bacon like I used to eat years ago, which I don't anymore, but bacon anyways. This is incredible. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Julian, thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're hard to find, but search the internet. But definitely go to laurafarmsmiami.com.
He can even ship to you through the mail.
Yeah.
I don't know if
That's how he ships. He ships it.
Oh, he shipped these. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if they shipped or not, but. Oh, it's really good.
Oh my gosh, Paul. Thank you so much.
All right, everybody. There it is. Another fruit from Fruitful Trees. Thank you, Laura Farms. And definitely get on their website. I'll put the link below. Final words on this?
Absolutely amazing get up tree.
Yeah, 10. It's a 10.
Okay, everybody. This is another one of my red custard apple trees. And they go dormant in the wintertime. As I said, all the leaves fall off. But look here, as it's coming to be spring now, and it just started to grow back. They're just starting to grow back everywhere. So this tree is a nice healthy tree in a nice spot. Takes a long time. Unlike sugar apple, which will fruit within 2 or 3 years. This one's been in the ground for a while and nothing yet, but we'll see how it grows back. But here in the winter, just looks like a stick with nothing on it, or in the winter time. Okay, this here is a fruit on the tree. Look at that. I have several trees on the ground, and this is one of them, and this is how they look when they start fruiting. So leaves should start coming on this one again because we're in the spring. But with not one leaf on the tree, we got our first fruit. This is the actual San Pablo variety. I also have Fernandez. All right, everybody, there it was. That was my friend and I tasting the red custard apple and loving it. And let me know what you think. Do you grow these in your yard, and how do they grow for you here in South Florida or anywhere? And again, a lot of people call these by different names. This one here in South Florida is known as red custard apple. And the variety I have is San Pablo and also Fernandez. They're not from seeds, they're grafted. What are you growing? Until then, everybody, put your comments, questions below. Have a great day, and if you're growing these and you'd like me to come out to your house and video you and feature you on the channel, my email's below. I'd love to do that. Have a great day, everybody, and keep growing.